Hello best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having the most incredible day. If this is the first time that you're watching my channel, my name is Sebastian and I welcome you all with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, so if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. Why don't you grab a snack and get a drink? Get comfortable, best friend. Because, best friend, I'm so sorry, girl. It is raining again today. As you guys know, I am trying to give you tea with the side of view, but it is very rainy today. So we are inside once again spilling tea. But nevertheless, best friend, we have a lot of tea to spill, so prepare. I just want to give you guys a humongous welcome and say that I'm so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. And listen, if there is something bothering you, if you have something that's been eating you up inside, my message to you today is that everything's gonna be okay, and that you are worthy of a good life and of happiness and of mental stability and peace, and you're gonna get it. So don't lose faith, okay, best friend? Please promise me, girl, okay? All right. So, girl, we gotta talk. Selena Gomez, I don't know if you guys saw my other video, she did a Time magazine cover, and she spoke a lot about different certain things. And one thing that I left out, because I wanted to do a separate video on it, was Mean Girls. And I found this to be very interesting, best friend, because I'm like, you know, there are some girls who were accused of being mean girls with Selena Gomez. So I'm just very curious to talk about this with you guys. So I was like, let me do a separate video on this, because I know you guys are gonna want to talk about this. So, all right, this is what she said, best friend. Best friend, so our girl, I am tanned. So our queen, Miss Selena Gomez, she graced the cover of Time magazine as one of the most influential companies, Rare Beauty, honey, okay? Check that, $2 billion company, boo-boo, okay? So if you want to ever come for Selena, I say you go to your GPS and reroute your destination, bitch, because that is a dead end. That's a dead street. You are not going to come in, okay? So anyways, Selena Gomez did an interview with Time magazine, and she spoke out about Mean Girls. Not saying she deserved it, but God, timing is always worth it. Oh, perfect. So Selena writes, it's a cliche, but girls are mean. It's a very weird competition being in the cool girls area. And then I'm just kind of like there. I don't know where I'm meant to belong. I love having level-headed people around that couldn't give two fucks about what I do. So that, my friends, I mean, listen, I've seen some comments saying that that's a diss and shade to the Biebers and to the Jenners of the world, but I don't really see that as that, if, you know, to be very honest. I just see it as her, you know, creating boundaries, you know what I mean? Like, when you're younger, I feel like, girl, you want to be popular and all this. And when you're older, all you want is one good fucking friend, bitch. You do not need 10 friends. You don't need, you know, it's better to have one good friend than 9 fake friends, right? So I love that Selena Gomez knows and cherishes her boundaries and what she needs from a friend to give to her. Do you know what I mean? Because oftentimes we give, but we don't really receive from certain people. You know those people that just call you to talk about themselves, and then right at the end of the phone call, they're like, oh yeah, how are you? I'm like, bitch, goodbye. You know, girl, I had to let go of a friend like that because, bitch, I am not your therapist. And you don't even have the decency to ask how I am? Absolutely not, bitch. Anyways, girl, Selena, I'm so proud of you. And for anyone out there trying to start any issues or drama between Selena and Hailey and Kendall, I feel like, you know, the Mean Girls wording, it's why people are, you know, associating it. But girl, she didn't even mention these people, okay? Selena, you keep winning, you keep gathering those dollars, and you keep being blessed, booked, and busy, and I'll keep spilling the tea. So, and blessed, and booked, and busy, and you too, girls. So make sure to hit that follow for more celebrity tea. Selena, we love you, and God's timing is always perfect, and she is the example of it. Boom. So here's the thing, right? I absolutely agree. There is a certain time, right, in our lives, I think, where we kind of as we get older, we kind of like realize like where is it that we belong? Like, and who do we belong with? Like, you know, when you're younger, I feel like the good thing, you know, the normal thing is like, how many friends can you have? You know, like, I have so many friends, blah blah blah. And that's not the reality. And I feel like, you know, when you're younger, you want all the friends, and then when you're older, you're like, I think I'm good with like 2 or 3 really good friends that I can count on, you know, any time of day, right? And I feel like if you have at least one good friend, right, you are so incredibly blessed. Like, I have to say, like, as I've gotten older, I've realized there are certain things that I just can't share with people. And there are certain views of being, views of thinking and of handling and of treating people that I just cannot be a part of. Living in Los Angeles, you know, you really see how some people can just change so much. And, you know, you really kind of look at it from the outside and you're like, well, I don't fit in there. Do you know? And it's so funny because Selena, she, you know, was or is part, I guess, of the Taylor Swift squad. It's a bunch of like, you know, famous, you know, people. But Selena's core group of friends aren't like that, you know, aren't in that type of realm of like, you know, popularity and fame. You know, of course, yes, Taylor Swift, but other than that, I feel like it's a lot more like calm and chill, you know, friends that she has, that she trusts, you know, above anything. And I think that this was sort of like a little I don't want to put too much into it, best friend, but I feel like this is a little bit not shade, but I do think that it's important because it's like, she said, I want to surround myself with people who don't give 2 shits or 2 fucks of what I do. I think that in Hollywood there is a lot of competition, like she said, about who has the most followers, who has the most brand deals, you know, who has the most views, who has the most this, who has the most that. But when you go through things in life, and not just like superficial things, you realize that those things are really not important. What matters is who has the biggest heart, who is, you know, who is respectful of boundaries, who has a positive outlook in life, you know, who wants to be successful, who wants to help, who believes in helping. You know, those things for me are a lot more attractive than, you know, how many followers so-and-so has. But unfortunately, we are living in a world where I guess in that entertainment business, you know, I do think that they're focused on that a lot, you know, and I think that that's why like the Kardashians hang out with Hailey and, you know, the Gigi Hadids of the world. Like, I think that they all kind of stick together because they believe that they're on the same level, you know, and that's why the Mean Girls thing comes out because, you know, if you don't follow certain rules or you don't follow certain things, and you do like the high school Regina George thing of it all, you know, you do get called out to be a mean girl. And Selena Gomez obviously does not fit in that because she does not follow the rules. She doesn't follow even though she's the 3rd most followed person on Instagram, has way more followers than any of those people, you know, and she has like probably the biggest celebrity business, you know, brand out there. You know, she could easily if she was, you know, a mean girl, she could be the queen bee of mean girls, right? But she doesn't believe in that. She actually believes in helping people. And if you really think about it, Selena Gomez is the only one who actually helps people because I'm so sorry, but the Kardashians, they don't do much. Hailey Bieber doesn't do anything. You know, I don't see no one helping. I don't see no one speaking out. I don't see no one doing nothing about, you know, half of the things that Selena Gomez does. So that's something that I really, you know, have to say. You know, I will say this, best friend, that when I was in school, this kind of takes me back because when I was in school, I remember like, you know, I would get picked on a lot from like the guys, right? Because, you know, gay, blah, blah, blah. And I just remember like the popular Regina George of the school, she kind of took me under her wing and nobody messed with me again. And she was so mean, best friend. When I tell you she was so mean, she was so mean. And I remember that, you know, I would be so torn because, you know, I was sort of like a paper there. I didn't even speak, you know. I really didn't. And I was not allowed to sit in their table. Like she would sit me like in, this was like crazy, she would sit me in another table with like her like baby sister or something like that. And you know, so we weren't in like the popular group, but we were like protected, right? And you know, bullying for me was really difficult, and the, you know, being gay and having you know, I had boobs and all these things, so of course, you know, it was sort of like just getting bullied from every area. So I was like, I have to like hang out with her. So you know, but I was so torn up because she was just so mean to people. And I hit my breaking point when she messed with this one girl, and I just kind of flew the coop, and I said, you know, this is not for me. I rather be bullied than be a bully. And you know, I did leave her group, and it was torture for 6 months, but it is what it is. But I do think that you have a choice. You have a choice, and you have a choice of whether you want to be a good person in the world. You have a choice what you want to put out in the world. You have a choice of what you want, of who you want to be in the world, right? I understand circumstances might take you into certain situations, but it doesn't really, you know, it doesn't really add up if you use your power for evil, like a lot of other people do. And, you know, making fun of eyebrows and doing all those things, you know. I'm not saying God's timing is, what is it? Not saying God timing is perfect, but she had it coming or whatever the fuck the thing was. I love Selena. She's in her own lane. She doesn't care about nothing that, you know, most of these people care about. Los Angeles is so superficial. I've seen celebrities, and I've seen, you know, influencers, and I've seen people just, you know, when they get a little bit of some kind of fame, they just change. And I'm just like, instead of like being a fucking asshole, like why not just like accept this and be so grateful? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can be so grateful in the world for all the beautiful things that you are, you know, that life is bringing you, that God and the universe are bringing you. So it's so sad that people, you know, as soon as they get some kind of acknowledgement or fame or viral moment, they completely change, you know. And I think that's why I stay in my own lane, you know, because I don't share a lot of the values that a lot of people do. So I don't know, best friend. I'm so proud of Selena for talking about this. I'm so proud of her saying, you know, it's basically, it's not cool to be mean. You know, it's not cool to be mean. It's your followers do not add your worth. And, you know, I just feel like if you get blessed by life, you should use your blessings to bless others. And that's what I think about all of that. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I love you all so much. I'm so grateful and thankful for you. By the way, you know, I actually did talk to that girl I told you about, the Regina George. And we talked like some years back, and she actually apologized to me. And, you know, she said that she always admired how I would stand my ground and how I endured the bullying after leaving her group. And she goes, if I could do things differently, I wouldn't have been that way. But I did it because she had her own self-esteem issues. And she thought that if she, you know, was the big bully, that she would never get bullied. But she said she would cry every single day. And that's kind of crazy. So, you know, you never know really what people are going through. But at the end of the day, I don't think that a lot of the Hollywood people have woken up just yet. You know what I mean? So I'm proud of Selena. I love Selena. I love all of you guys out there. I'm so grateful and thankful for you guys. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.